Hey guys, it's Bohemian with Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart Readings, and I am doing a Should You Move series video, and this one is Should You Move to Vegas? This was a request, and I'm sure many people want to know if they should move to Vegas. I've had many friends move in and out of Vegas and different areas. If you have a particular area, city, state, country that you're wondering about, drop it down below, and we will do all the popular ones that are, ones people frequent a lot too. So yeah, what we're gonna do is we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. So go ahead and pick a pile. These are the decks that we are using today. And we'll go ahead and get started. So if you chose option number 1, please excuse my wax. I always have wax all over my house. We have awareness. We have grandmother. We have 4 of fire. And we have the Page of Stars, which is the Page of Wands. So I would definitely say yes. It looks like you're actually being very protected and guided by, someone on the other side, or maybe you actually have that person present with you with the grandmother card here. I think that you're very aware of like potential pitfalls, what you need to plan for, benefits, things of that nature. And we have the 4 of fire, which is the 4 of Wands here, which is also always building well for like housing, roommate situations, doing something just because you want to do it, and it being a very celebratory thing. And we have the Page of Wands here with curiosity. That's, Page of Wands reminds me of like a young Aries. They just rush out and try new things, and they're the pioneers, and they experience things. So it's very supported to go ahead and allow yourself to experience this. I see you having protection around you and really being able to pull things together, kind of pull the rabbit out your hat, so to speak, if you want to move forward and do this. And I see it as being a very exciting, like fun-filled time to do so. You might even go there during a significant event, like a holiday or a birthday or something of that notion. Or you might decide like, well, you know what, this is my, you might have like a golden year or 21st year, and like I just want to live in Vegas and go. But whatever it is, I see it as being a marker that you'll remember, a period of time in your life that you'll really see as significant, and it looks like it would be really good for you, number 1. Sweet. All right, for those of you who chose option 2 up here, let's see. Some of these gave like a lot of cards. Possibility, expansion, sorry for the glare, we got a little window right here. Great mystery, the star, ooh, and we have the 2 of Hearts reversed. So overall for this one, I say yes. I do see some potential relationships having a little bit difficulty with it. So if you're moving there, and I do want to say you can really check your astrology when you're living places. Like cities and countries actually have their own astrology, and that's why sometimes you just like don't feel successful in a certain area, but then you move and then like boom, you can be really successful. Or some people feel like they only meet relationships when they travel, and that can be why. So you can go ahead and get a personal reading. I do it with cards, I do it with astrology, but here I can see where relationships might not be the best for you, number 2, when you're there, or you might have to be moving away from a lover or loved one. But it looks really, really good. Like I see open options for you, like just kind of the top blown off, sky's the limit. You might just feel more connected. Bless you, love. With everything around the star, great mystery, expansion, possibility, like that's just amazing. Aquarian energy is huge, so it should be really good for friends. It should really be good for networking, connecting, and even kind of like, it sounds like getting more woke, I guess you would say. Something out there, you'll have some revelations and expansion. But romantic relationships might not be like, thriving there, but everything else looks really, really good. Okay, for those of you who chose number 3, we have partnership. So the opposite of number 2, for as far as that, flowing river, walking in beauty, the world card, 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands is 5 of Swords reversed, the 3 of Trees, which is 3 of Pentacles. We have the 2 of Pentacles reversed, and we have the Magician reversed. The Magician has popped up in all of these travel readings, which is very interesting. I do see, if you chose number 2, that you are not meant to be in your local area where you are now. I'm definitely getting globetrotter energy from you, and even traveling, definitely traveling with very like loyal friends, or you know, people that you're in business with, but they're like friends, and with partners, romantic or like friendship or business. But it's definitely like where you are close together. It's not like your associate that you don't know. But I definitely see world travels here, and it looks very peaceful. So if you're worried about kind of joining in with others for traveling, I think that it will work well for you. I don't feel that you would stay permanently in Vegas, but I definitely think that it could be like a notch in your belt as you go. I think you might kind of actually have a lot of homes if you allow yourself to kind of travel and move. You might be someone who moves somewhere for like 6 months, a year and a half, 2 or 3 years, and just kind of moves around the world. It could be through your job that you do so, or just finding ways, you and your friends, to fund each other and just go, and kind of just off of your inspiration. It just happens to come to you. I do see it open, so I wouldn't be negative if I were you. Like, you do have ways of, like, this abundance that wants to come in to help you go and travel and see the world and kind of live, you know, whether it's a period of your life or for your whole life, just to be one of those people who can travel from different areas and really live in different areas and kind of nest a bit. But I do see needing to uproot from where you were born or where you locally are currently, and that being a good thing to do so. It's also better if you focus your energy on like one job or career, and that's why, because some of you it's going to be through your career. Maybe you'll have some benefits. Maybe your career will offer you to be able to transfer to Vegas and live there. But I do see a lot of opportunities, and I do think you'll live in multiple places around the world. All right, for those of you who chose number 4, we have abundance. Spirit Keeper of the West, West Coast, Best Coast, Jester of Winds, which is the Page of Swords, the Queen of Gardens, which is the Queen of Pentacles, both of those reversed, and last one, we have the Three of Stars. I love this, which is the Three of Wands. Okay, so I definitely see travel. I definitely see travel. Some of you need to get out of a contract or release a job. Some of you, it's even like your own kind of thing. Maybe you built up and invested in your own business, but it's keeping you kind of hostage in your current location, and you're not able to feel free to move and travel. I definitely feel like you can make more money out west, more west than you currently are, or by better, if you're already in the West and you're already in Vegas or in that area, making better use of your resources there. And I do feel like connecting with people who are similar to you, but then but also come from different backgrounds, and layering that in, and like, you know, kind of bringing that texture is really going to bring success to you. So I do see you definitely being able to travel to the West, and if you were to take, or to the West, to Vegas, and if you were to take the opportunities to really be able to nest there, I do see needing to cut some local connections and really kind of re-identifying yourself as to who that you think you are, and how you think it's possible to make money and finances, and, you know, yeah, like really reevaluating that. But definitely anywhere on the West Coast, I think, is gold for you. So whether that's California, Oregon, you know, Arizona, Mexico, or New Mexico, that whole area looks like it's pretty good for you to go. And I could see you traveling around and kind of seeing which one that you like better. But I definitely can see some abundance in Vegas for you. All right, for number 5, we have intuition. This card has popped up in I think all of these travel readings as well. Tracker, Seven of Tides, which is the Seven of Cups reversed, the Wheel, which is the Wheel of Fortune reversed, and the Ace of Pentacles reversed, abundance. So I think that it is better. It's kind of that move along energy. Arizona would actually be better for you than Vegas would be, somewhere in Arizona, because I'm seeing the canyons here. But it's kind of like your intuition knows that that's not really your cup of tea. That's kind of like, you know, you wouldn't do well playing the games out there. Fortunes, you know, maybe you're somebody who, like, I'm seeing, like, you could get away with, get a little too lost in too much of the games and the slot machines and the whole fantasy of it, and really ended up in a place that is not stable financially, kind of ruin your health, having too much of a good time kind of thing. Or it just wouldn't be your scene, it wouldn't be your thing. So maybe you're just kind of taking this for fun, and you're like, nah, not really my thing. So you kind of spiritually, and just like for your own, just your own track and tread in your life is different. You're kind of like, kind of swerve on Vegas. So I do see Arizona or somewhere near the ocean being better for you and a better fit. Definitely somewhere I'm seeing, yeah, like hot and water kind of thing. But it's not looking like Vegas would be the place for you. All right, number 6. For those of you who chose number 6, we have leadership. We have the Four of Pentacles here with the Four of Trees. We have Temperance reversed. We have Dream Traveler. And this came up reversed, White Buffalo. So with this one, I think that you're needed where you are currently. I see you being able to invest more where you currently are and to grow yourself. It might feel like slow growth, but maybe you came to this reading just to get that affirmation that like it is taking hold what you're building in your life. You are someone who can gain leadership. It's almost like instead of looking to travel outwardly, you're supposed to think more of traveling upwards, like up the ladder, and projecting that way more. And I kind of get this feeling too that it's like, there might be a few of you who your guides are a little bit letting you know, like this is not what the signs mean. Like you might be misinterpreting some signs and thinking that you have to move, travel, go, but really it's talking about, forward movement in your life, in your skill set, in the path that you're already in, because I definitely see a strong no for traveling, long distance travel, or resettling here. So it's more figuratively if you're kind of getting those synchronicities and messages, but it's definitely a no on moving or long-term traveler. And it's more about how are you spiritually growing, how are your gifts and talents growing, what is your kind of plan that you have for your life, and moving upward within that. All right, and the message for everybody, which we always have, let's see, we have dance, we have the teacher, which is the Hierophant or the High Priest, we have the Elder, which echoes that energy perfectly, and we have the Death card. So I think for a lot of people considering moving to Vegas, if you're watching this video, that it's good, it's fun, they're wanting you to bring in fun, universally into your life, but it is saying to listen to your elders around you. So some people watching, really go back to your elders, or if you work with your ancestors or whoever is kind of like that older guidance, and really run things by them. And you might not want to because it's such like a party city, and you might not want people to say no, but it's looking like a lot of you could get some clarity and some guidance, and inevitably you're going to hear that advice anyway. So for those who chose to watch, that is the advice. Not to take away the fun, because we still have dance here, dance to your own drum, but do it with wisdom, and make sure, if you're going to make moves from where you currently are. So I think a lot of you might be very, very solid in where you've been living and what you've been doing, and it would be such a diverging dramatically from what you're used to with the Death card here, which is awesome. But